Reflections are supposed to tell the truth. But what if that was only a fairy tale? What if your mirror never showed you who you are, but who it wanted you to be? How would you know who you're becoming if the one constant throughout your life was a lie? Buckle up, because today we re-dive into a realm where deception is reflected and nothing is as it seems. This is Other Side. Welcome to Other Side, where today we ask a rather intriguing question. What if mirrors never told the truth? But before we delve into this captivating idea, let's take a moment to introduce ourselves. We're a creative collective dedicated to exploring the boundless realms of imagination. Our channel is all about diving into those extraordinary concepts that challenge the boundaries of possibility. So if you're ready to embark on a journey through mind-bending scenarios, this is where you want to be. Hit that like button and subscribe to join us on this exhilarating ride. Now, let's dive headfirst into the heart of our reflection conundrum. Mirrors have always been more than just functional household items. They serve as portals to our own image, a visual reminder of our existence in this world. But what if that image, that reflection staring back at you, was a carefully crafted illusion? In our world, mirrors are generally considered to be honest, unbiased reflectors of our appearance. However, in the world of Other Side, mirrors don't necessarily show you who you are. Instead, they can reflect various aspects of your being, depending on factors like your ideal self, your worst fears, or even someone else entirely. For instance, a bully might see his reflection as a powerful, respected individual while gazing into a mirror, inadvertently reinforcing his desire to dominate others. Similarly, an insecure person could be confronted by their deepest insecurities when looking in the mirror, further fueling their self-doubt. The implications of such mirrors are profound. If what we see in the mirror doesn't reflect our true selves, but rather a distorted or manipulated version of ourselves, it raises questions about identity. Do we become what we see in the mirror? And if so, how does that affect our perception of ourselves? It also leads us to wonder why the mirrors show us these particular reflections. Is it a random assortment of traits, or is there a deeper, more intricate pattern at play? Living in a society where mirrors never told the truth would undoubtedly be disorienting and challenging. Imagine going through life without being able to trust your own reflection. You might find yourself constantly questioning who you are and what you should look like. People could become obsessed with trying to mold themselves into the reflections they see, leading to a distorted sense of beauty and self. Some might try to chase their reflections, striving to become the best versions of themselves as reflected in the mirrors. Others might do the opposite, trying to hide from their reflections, shying away from the images that stare back at them. It would be a strange game of cat and mouse between self and reflection, desire and aversion. This distortion caused by lying mirrors could also impact society at large. Beauty standards and fashion trends would take on a whole new meaning. If mirrors were reflecting people's deepest desires or fears, instead of their actual appearances, clothing styles and beauty regimes would likely shift accordingly. People might adorn themselves in ways that would enhance or diminish their reflections, depending on whether they wanted to embrace or reject what they saw. This could lead to some rather bizarre societal norms and practices. Furthermore, governments or powerful entities could potentially manipulate these mirrors to their advantage. Imagine a regime that controlled the reflections people saw, shaping them into obedient citizens by dictating what they desired or concealed. Such mirrors could be used as a form of social control, influencing people's behavior and decision-making without their conscious awareness. Now, you might be wondering, are these lying mirrors the work of magic or advanced technology? Well, the truth is, either way is equally unsettling. Enchanted mirrors hold a certain timeless allure. They bring to mind tales of fairy tales and folklore, where mirrors served as portals to other realms or reflected alternate realities. In this context, the mirrors could be seen as magical artifacts, perhaps created by powerful sorcerers or serving as conduits to other dimensions where different rules applied. The idea of malevolent or deceptive magic seeping into our everyday lives through mirrors is both eerie and fascinating. On the other hand, the concept of lying mirrors can also be viewed through the lens of advanced technology. Perhaps they are the result of sophisticated surveillance systems gone awry, where algorithms and artificial intelligence have taken over and begun manipulating our reflections for their own unknown purposes. The thought of living in a world of pervasive surveillance and deception is chilling. But let's take a step back and consider a more personal angle. If your mirror lied to you every day, what would that look like? Imagine waking up every morning to see a different person staring back at you, a person with different features, maybe even a different gender or age, how would you react? Would you continue to look for glimpses of your true self in the mirror's reflection, or eventually give up on deciphering the enigma of your own appearance? Would you talk back to your mirror self, engage in arguments with the person you're not? Or would you cover it up, hiding from the reflection that's not yours? Would you eventually stop looking at mirrors altogether? As you ponder these questions, don't forget to drop your reflection or rebellion ideas in the comments below. Your thoughts could provide an interesting twist to this already perplexing scenario. In a world where mirrors never told the truth, reality as we know it would cease to exist. The very essence of our being, our identity, would become a fragmented reflection of what could be or what others wanted us to be. Navigating such a world would be a continuous struggle between authenticity and deception, self-perception and external influences. If this eerie concept has you staring at your own mirror with suspicion, show your support by smashing that like button and subscribing to Other Side. By doing so, you'll join a community of fellow explorers who are as curious and imaginative as you are. As a token of appreciation, we've got something special waiting for you in the comments section, so don't miss out. Hop on over there and let us know what you think about a world where mirrors never tell the truth. We love reading your comments, and they often provide inspiration for future videos. Now it's time to wrap up this journey into the realm of reflection. Remember, in a world where mirrors don't reflect reality, we have the power to shape our own perceptions. So keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop believing in the power of your own reflection, even when it's not quite truthful. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Other Side. If you found this exploration don't hesitate to show your support. Your likes and shares help us continue creating these captivating journeys through the realms of imagination. Until next time, stay curious, keep questioning, and remember, sometimes the most fantastical realities lie within our own reflections.